Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on the Space Couch today we're going to take a look at what this has got to say about the IG Assassin droids. So here is its spread. Here is the backstory, and there are the technical details. So let's just see. The IG Assassin droid is the most codely efficient killing machine ever invented. Its programmers, smugly assuming they could control their creation, gave it unprecedented creativity and intelligence. They paid for their arrogance with their lives. Project Flute Droid was a top-secret undertaking financed by Imperial Supervisor Gurdon in the laboratories of Holowan Mechanicals. Chief Technician Loris developed a team of mechanical annihilators, the IG series, with the intent of squashing the rising rebellion. She also approved the use of experimental autonomous combat programming. 5 prototypes were completed. Roughly humanoid in shape, each IG's blaster-resistant armoured frame stood 2 metres tall. A cylindrical head, studded with glowing red sensors, allowed the unit to see in all directions at once. The droid lacked olfactory detectors but compensated with advanced auditory, radionic, movement and temperature sensors. Its multiple optic lenses could access a wide range of spectral filters under hazy or low-light conditions. The IG's weapons complement was astounding, especially when one realised that the entire arsenal was integrated directly and unobtrusively into the standard body structure. Each forearm contained a repeating blaster cannon. A concussion grenade launcher was built into the left hip. And behind various panels and ports lurked a flamethrower, a sonic stunner, a paralysis cord, an array of throwing flechettes, and a rack of poison gas canisters. He'd get on great with 000, wouldn't he? The fingers of the right hand doubled as miniature cutting lasers. The mirrored palm of the left hand was capable of intercepting blaster bolts and deflecting them back along their original path. The IG could also dramatically raise the temperature of its exterior plating, allowing it to burn through nets or melt a stream of immobilizing Stokely spray. When Loris's experimental sentience programming was downloaded into one of the finished automatons, the code unexpectedly self-replicated at blinding speed. Skynet all over again, even in a galaxy far, far away. Within seconds, the droid came online, identified the technicians in the room as threats, and eliminated every one of them in novel and bloody ways. This unit, IG-88A, then copied his consciousness into 3 duplicates designated B, C and D. The final IG prototype, IG-72, struck off on his own. The 4 IG-88s participated in a number of bounty hunting assignments, including run-ins with R2-D2 and C-3PO on Hosk and Tamozan. They also systematically exterminated every surviving planet of the IG series to ensure no one could exploit their design flaws. Most of the droids were believed destroyed prior to the Battle of Endor, but at least one of their body shells were discovered on Mechas 3 years later and reprogrammed as a bodyguard by the wealthy Thul family. It is unknown whether Holowan Mechanicals produced any other IG assassins or if a rival company has managed to duplicate the blueprints. Be very interesting to see some of those technical details of his onboard weapon systems in the Mandalorian on, I can't remember what IG is in there, the one that's voiced by Taika Waititi. So that should be interesting. So let's see what it says. He has retractable antenna, which you can kind of see. I'll bring him a bit closer. These bits that you see sticking out, I think. Optical sensor arrays is like this bit at the front, like that, for instance. Oh. It's also the vocabulator as well on the other side. And so the gas canister pack is like one of these here. The sonic stunner is like in the middle here. The flamethrower is these. Oh. Yeah, let's bring it closer. Like these sorts of things here. Stand properly. This. The retractable paralysis cord is on his arms. The computer interface port is like one of these along here. Throwing flechettes port is on the back in about that same sort of location. So stand them up. So it's kind of like around about here. Concussion grenade launchers on his hip. Built-in blaster cannon in his arms, in fact. And you see maybe something like that here as well. And the blaster reflector palm, of course, on these, on both of his palms. And he has acid-proof servo wires, which are these that you see there. So yes, interesting. It's just a Death Star on feet, this guy. Like BT-1 is a Death Star on wheels. And those guys would get along famously. I'm surprised we've not seen run-ins with them in the new canon, but maybe they have. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe they would hate each other. Too similar, perhaps. But there you go, guys. That is what the Essential Guide to Droids has to say about the IG Assassin Droid series. And we'll get to learn a lot more, I expect, in The Mandalorian soon. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for a upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed. Or like the video.